Hey treasure hunters. Recently the Hot Wheels community was made aware of the passing of Ryu Asada, a Hot Wheels designer, former Matchbox designer as well. So with today's video, we're going to be doing a celebration of his work by looking over the castings that he's helped with for Hot Wheels up until his passing on March 23rd. Let me go ahead and read you a passage from his Instagram account when they announced it. It is with deep sadness with which we share with you that Ryu Asada has passed away. Ryu courageously battled stage 4 colorectal cancer for 4.5 years. Even throughout extensive surgeries and chemotherapies, he stayed positive and continued doing what he loved to do, designing Hot Wheels and sharing his passion for cars with the world. He had a strong will and fought until the end. He took his final lap at the hospital on March 23rd from complications of the cancer. His co-driver in life, Hazel Diaz Asada, whom he met at a drawing class at the University of Oregon 21 years ago, was, like always, by his side. In his short 42 years with us, he accomplished and experienced so much. He was grateful to have worked on a vast selection of Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars for 17 years, turning his dream vehicles into 1/64 scale die-cast treasures for the young and the young at heart. He was most proud of bridging car culture from Japan and the US, helping fuel the current JDM car craze sweeping the diecast world. Most importantly, he developed meaningful and heartfelt relationships with people through shared interest in cars and on plenty of adventures all over his home track set of Los Angeles and across the globe. The family thanks everyone for all the love, support, and prayers from around the world. Ryu is beaming with joy and knowing that you have a favorite car designed by him. Ryu will continue to live on in our hearts and memories. Him being in the LA area, that part I did know, and I was hoping that he would have been one of my first Hot Wheels designers to interview. I had mentioned in a previous video where I wanted to do more interviews. I actually want to do interviews with the designers at Hot Wheels. It's sad to hear about his passing, and we give our condolences to his family as well. So for today's celebration video, we are going to be looking over his work, and that's why I have the LED light box set up so that we can take a look at the cars that he's done up close. Now I don't have every single one of his cars that was made, but I do have more, and more than I thought. So looking into the list that I got from fandom.com, which was very resourceful because it's got all of his works done. As far as the Hot Wheels side, he started in Matchbox in 2009. No, I'm sorry. He started in Matchbox in 2004. And then he started designing for Hot Wheels in 2009, going full-time in 2012. Some of these models included the Geronimo, Bucket of Speed, Formula Street, Torque Twister, leading up to his first licensed car, and I have that right here with me, the Honda S2000. Now this is the premium version. I believe it came from the Street Tuners series. Following this, let me see. So the Honda S2000 came out in 2011 as part of the 2011 new models. After this came out the Rennen Rig, the Super Blitzen, and then I'm going to go ahead and swap this one out. He came out in 2012 with the 1985 Honda CRX. It was part of the Hot Ones collection. This one I believe was from a different set. After this, he came out with the Baja truck. And then his next car, which I have with me. Now this one I have unopened. I have several of his cars that are unopened. But for the purposes of the celebration of his work, we're going to be cracking these open. His next car was the Bentley Continental Super Sports. This released in 2012 as part of the 2012 new models. Let's get this one out here. Right there. Following that, in 2013, he came out with the 67 Chevy C10. That came out as part of the Hot Wheels Hot Truck series. The version that I have to show was the Red Line Club that I released in 2020. And I'm going to actually raise it because I believe the original version came out raised before the Red Line Club version lowered it. So there we go. After the C10 came the 2014 Corvette Stingray. I believe my dad might have that one. He's got the majority of the Corvette collection. I did find a couple over here with me, but I believe he's got that one. After that came out with Hot Wheels High, which looked like a school bus. Then came the Scion FRS. I have the Pandem Subaru BRZ, which looks very, very similar, but it isn't the FRS, so I'm not going to show that in this video. After that came the Speedbox, the Speed Dozer, and then in 2014 came out with one of my favorite models. I think I'm just going to say this is my favorite model of his designs because it is modeled after my very first car. It's the 1990 Honda Civic EF. This came out in the Nightburners series back in 2014. After this, he came out with the 2014 Corvette Stingray convertible, which again, I believe my dad has that one. Following that was the 2015 Ford Mustang GT. And then a Mastretta MXR, an MR11, the High-Tech Missile, the Porsche 934 Turbo RSR, the Porsche Panamera, the Project Speeder, the Rig Storm, the Ryu LX, which in looking back on it, seeing that it's called a Ryu, I'm assuming he got his name, he was able to put his name in there, which I believe is very awesome to have something like as personal as your name go into the work of a worldwide brand like Hot Wheels. After that came Slow Plowed, and then in 2015 came the 1990 Acura NSX. The one that I'm going to show here is painted after his own personal NSX. As you can see on the display at the side of the car, he has his name there. And then his last name is right there in the back corner too, Asada. Oh man. Okay, let's keep it going. So afterwards, in 2015, he came out with the 15 Jaguar F-Type Project 7 and the Aston Martin Vantage GT3, followed by the Backdrafter, the Batman Arkham Knight Batmobile, and then he came out with the Corvette C7.R, which I have here the red edition from Target. After this came the Custom 15 Ford Mustang. And then his next model, which I have here, is the GT Hunter. The version that I have is the Hot Wheels ID. I believe this version comes in the Race Portal. When you buy the Race Portal, you get this car. After the GT Hunter came the Lotus Esprit S1. I did not have, I had a chance to get it because it was part of the James Bond collection, premium collection, but I was not able to, continue with the purchase. I left that one on the shelves. After the Lotus came the McLaren P1. I have that one here still sealed, and I'm going to go ahead and open this one. After the P1 came the Nitro Tailgater. And then after that came this little cute sucker. It's the Pedal Driver that was introduced in the Surf Patrol set. After this came the SRT Viper GTSR, not to be confused with the Viper SRT 10 ACH, which I have a couple of those, but not on this list, so I will not be showing it off. But after the Viper came the Tesla Model S, which was introduced in the Hot Wheels Garage mainline set. And after the Model S came the Hollinator, which I thought I had. I looked twice through my collection and was not able to find it. The 2015 Mazda MX-5 Miata, that one is currently available in the shelves. Haven't been able to see one yet. But after the Miata came the 17 Acura NSX, which was introduced in the Then and Now collection. I'm going to start running out of space here, so I'll start putting it over here. After the NSX came the 17 Ford F-150 Raptor, then Blitz Speeder, Bone Speeder, which we got in a McDonald's toy, but now we don't have that one anymore. Crate Racer, the Custom 72 Chevy Love, which I thought I had as well, but I think I might have let that one go. And then after that came the Custom 2001 Acura Integra GSR, which released in the Nightburner set. After that came the Hot Wheels Formula Solar, and then the Jawa from Star Wars character cars, followed by the 68 Corvette Gas Monkey Garage, and the 15 Mercedes-AMG GT. He also released the 2016 Honda Civic Type R, which is one of the only Civics that I have left to find and collect. But that one released a couple of years ago, so that one's going to be harder to find. After that Civic came the 2016 Ford GT Race and the 17 Nissan GTR, with the Baja Hauler and Cyborg after that. Then came the Gazella R. I was thinking of the Gazella GT because that's the one I have. I don't have the Gazella R. And then the Head Starter. He also made the Milano, which was in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, and another character car, which was Loki. He then made the Porsche 934.5 and the Roller Toaster. Skydome came after that, along with the Street Wiener. After that, he released the Tesla Model X, part of the Factory Fresh series. And I have that one here with the giant Tesla logo. Then came the Track Hammer. After that came the 1982 Nissan Skyline R30 from the Factory Fresh series. I have this one here in white. Back to back, he released my second favorite, and this one I was able to collect all the releases up to date. It's the 1985 Honda City Turbo 2, and the version that I have here is from the Japan Historics 3 collection, which I had featured in a previous video. But it was introduced in the Speed Graphics collection. After the Turbo came the 16 Cadillac ATS VR and the BMW M2. Then came the Audi RS6 Avant, and then the Eruption, which I could have sworn I still had packed, sealed somewhere, and I have no idea what I did with it. But after that came the Bogzilla, and then the next model, which I have here sealed, which is the Bubble-Matic. Now, this version is from last year's treasure hunts, a case treasure hunt from last year. So we're going to go ahead and open this one up. And you can see behind the car had the treasure hunt logo along with the message saying that they were celebrating 25 years of treasure hunts last year. Let's pop it up. Oops, let's pop it straight up. Let's see if the camera catches that. No, it's not going to catch it. So let's just bring it a little bit down. There you go. After the Bubble-Matic came the Buns of Steel. This one I was able to take from my daughter's collection because she liked the hamburger that would sit in the back of the car. So we're going to go ahead and move this one out and bring in the burger. After Buns of Steel came the Cyber Speeder and the Lamborghini Countach pace car. That's not to be confused with the last year's Lamborghini Countach that came out in the Redline Club. I have that one as well, but I'm not going to be showing that because that's not the pace car. He then released the Skyline GTR R33 and the Rising Heat. After which he came with the Skull Shaker, which was introduced in the Experimotors set. Oh, got another one back to back. After that came his first car for 2019 was the 1988 Honda CRX, introduced in the Nightburner set. The one that I have here is the Super Treasure Hunt that I got last year. I also showed a video on that one as well. After this came Heavy Hitcher, which I believe I have in a separate box, but I don't have that one here. Then came the Slide Kick, and then the 1996 Porsche Carrera. This also was introduced in the Nightburner set, and I have this one here in black. I was tempted to collect all of the other colors, but they released a lot of colors really soon. But I liked it in yellow and in black, so here's the one in black. After the Carrera came the McLaren Senna in the Hot Wheels Exotics line. Show that for you right here. And after the Senna came the 2018 Honda Civic Type R. This was also introduced in the Nightburner set, and I will switch that one out for you now. After the Type R came the custom 18 Ford Mustang GT. I just happened to have picked this one up, and this one comes with the Formula Drift Deco. So I'll go ahead and open this up right now. After the custom 18 Ford Mustang was the 1991 Mazda MX-5 Miata. The one that I have here is a special recolor that was in the GameStop case for 2020, beginning of 2020. And as you can see right there, he's got his name right on the door panel. This was introduced in the Hot Wheels Speed Graphics set. After this came Roger Dodger 2.0. I believe my daughter had that at one point. I think she lost it. The 2019 Mercedes-Benz A-Class. That was one of the first cars that I was going to add to my collection when I first started getting into Hot Wheels. And I think I kept it sealed, and then I wanted an offer on it, and then I let it go. He also came out with the Runaway Rescue, which was one of my daughter's first fire trucks that I got for her. And she's got plenty of fire trucks, but this was one of her first ones. And you can see the wear on it too, because she used it a lot. She liked to play with it. After the Runaway Rescue was the 2016 Lamborghini Centenario Roadster, introduced in the Exotics line, and I have it here in orange. This was also released as a Super Treasure Hunt, but I was not able to find that one. After this came the Chrysler Pacifica, and then the Audi RS5 Coupe, which is the one that I have here. It is in blue. It came out in the Factory Fresh line. After the RS5 Coupe was the Aston Martin Vulcan, which also released in the Exotics set. This is the red edition that I got from Target. After the Vulcan came the overhyped, but still nice looking, 2016 Bugatti Chiron. Released in blue and black. I have them both, but I'm going to show you the blue version. This also came out in the exotics along with the Vulcan and the Lamborghini. I believe I said the RS5 Coupe came out in factory fresh. Following with Chiron came the Jaguar XE SV Project 8. And I'm trying to remember if I got this one from the GameStop case. But there it is. After the Jaguar came another anticipated model, which was the 1998 Subaru Impreza 22B STI version. The one that I have here to show you is a premium model that was included in the Modern Classic set. But it looks identical to the mainline that also released last year as well. If I'm not mistaken, this came out in the regular mainline. It came out as a Zamac, came out in premium, and then they recolored it twice already, I believe, in red and black, I want to say. After the Subi came the Pixel Shaker, which was one of my most anticipated ones, because with this design, I was really hoping that they're going to take other classic Hot Wheels castings and just make pixel versions of them. But up until now, I have not seen any others. It's just been the Pixel Shaker. This was included in the Ride-Ons set. After this came the 89 Porsche 944 Turbo, which I know I've had at both colors, but I can't seem to find them now. After the Porsche came the Total Disposal, which I pulled from my daughter's collection. It's got very funny proportions, but it does look like your garbage disposal truck. After the Disposal came the Volvo 850 Estate, another model that I know I have both colors of, but I just can't see them in my boxes. After that came the Speed Driver, and then came the Manga Tuner, part of the Tune set. The one that I have here, I believe, was one of the most recent recolors in pink. And after the Manga Tuner came the Formula E Gen 2 car. After the Formula E came the 1970 Volkswagen Baja Bug, but not your regular Baja Bug. This one came in the Tune set, so it's going to be all tuned out with crazy proportions. After the Baja Bug came the Mattel Dream Mobile from the Hot Wheels Dream Garage set. I believe this one also got recolored in blue this year, but here it is in its original red color. After the Dream Mobile came the Duck and Roll from the Street Beasts set. And it is literally just a rubber ducky on wheels. And I love that they added the mean looking eyes. After that came the 2019 Corvette ZR1 convertible. I know my dad has that in his collection, but I don't have access to that right now. After that came the 2020 Jeep Gladiator, part of the Baja Blazers collection. And I have that one here in red. It's been recolored 3 other times by now in beige, blue, and I believe black, but I may be mistaken on that. After the Gladiator came the 1998 Honda Prelude. Now, I already have the first color open, that's on my display, but I have the newest recolor here in yellow and black. This one does not have the his parents' license plate number on it, but I'll go ahead and open this one now. This one was part of last year's Honda set. After the Honda Prelude came the 2019 the 2019 Audi R8 Spider, part of the Factory Fresh series, which is the one that I'm holding with me now. This is the red version. I believe it came out in white first and then was recolored in red. but I was able to grab this one first, and it does look nice and red too. After the R8 Spider came a diecast from the Street Beast series. It's the Velociracer. Got this one from my daughter's collection, and it is in the shape of a raptor. Pretty cool looking. After the Velociracer came the 2017 Lamborghini Urus from the Exotics line. Got it here in its original yellow release. I've already seen it released in blue, and I'm sure I'm going to find it in other colors in the future. After the Urus came the 2020 Ram 1500 Rebel. And the next model that I have here is the McLaren Speedtail from the Exotics line. I have this one ready to open. And after the McLaren came the 2020, let's see if I can pronounce this right, Koenigsegg Jesko. So let's just call it a Jesko. Have it right here. Sealed, but now ready to crack open. Did I zoom out accidentally? Let's bring it back in. There you go. Now after the Jesko, the 89 Mazda Savannah RX-7 FC3S was released. I have not been able to get my hands on that one just yet, but the next model after that was the 1999 Ford F-150 SVT Lightning. I have it in the premium version as I released that one in a previous video, but I had heard that it was retooled to be sold in the mainline version, which is this one here. I'll go ahead and open this one out. This was part of the Hot Wheels Hot Trucks line, and after the Ford Lightning was the 2003 Honda NSX Type R that first released as a premium in the Fast and Furious Fast Tuners set, which I have right here. You can see the red Honda logo that I like right there. After the release of the NSX Type R came the Honda Civic EG, which originally released in black and yellow, kind of like the Honda Prelude that I just showed you earlier. But I have the Honda Hello Kitty version right here. All right, looks like the NSX did okay. It survived. After the Civic EG came the tuned twin mill as part of the tuned series. The twin mill was followed by the 2020 Jaguar F-Type. Have not found that in the pegs. But the next car I did find. Actually, it came included in my B case. I don't recommend watching that video because there was audio issues and lighting issues, and yeah, just believe me because I have it right here. It is the Dodge van from the Hot Wheels Drift series. Following the release of the van came the Lancia Delta Integrale, part of the Baja Blazer set. I have that right here, sealed and ready to open. after the Delta was the Porsche 935 for 2021. And then Lethal Diesel. After the Lethal Diesel came the Ryu Express, part of the Metro series. I have this one sealed. I actually just found this one yesterday or day before, so I am excited to open this one. It came in a nice large plastic case for this. Nice chromed out. I like the art on the side too. Let me go ahead and just show it to you now. You can see Ryo's name right there on the side, on the bottom of the mountain. The Corvette C8.R was also released. I haven't seen that yet. The 67 Ford GT40 Mark IV was also released. And then we're going to end, although right now the Nissan R390 GT1 is one of the last current releases that's out now. I don't have that. However, the car before that I do have. It comes from the Fast Foodie line, and it's currently one of my favorite new models, non-licensed models. It is the Car de Asada, which now looking back, seeing that Ryu's last name is Asada, is great that he got to include his last name in a Hot Wheels car name. So now you can see his first name and his last name on these models. And this one is great because it is in the shape of a taco. And detailed too. You could see the meat's got some toppings on top, and then you can see the lemon wedges right there on the side. You see the taco shell on both sides. And it looks like that's a parachute on the back. This Ryu Express also looks great too. Lighter than I thought it would be. This must be all plastic. And I believe this already just got a recolor too. So that concludes the celebration of Ryu Asada's work. Thank you to Ryo for the work that you put these past 17 years for both Matchbox and Hot Wheels. You will be severely missed by everyone in the Hot Wheels community, as well as your own friends and family. It's sad to hear about dying from cancer, as I've known other people who have died from cancer as well. But we're going to end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to look into my next few videos for release. I'm going to try to get the energy back for those videos. But thanks again for watching. Thank you so much for making it this far. And as always, happy hunting.